Okay, hi. So Jessica and Jalen, and we had Pat for our shadow box experience. We're gonna answer a couple questions, and the first one we're gonna answer is talking about the creation of our project. So we put a little picture in the beginning of our project. Ours was the one that unfolded and folded up to be a box. We started off not really wanting to do that. Actually, we had a different idea, and then we kind of messed up and started with a new slate. And I'm actually glad that we did mess up because our final project was 10 times better than what it was actually going to be. We put 4 pieces of wood next to each other and hinged them together, and then one on top of the first piece of wood and hinged that together so it opened and closed like a box. And when we got to the resident, we kind of suggested that she put tissues in the middle so that when she flipped open the top wood piece, the tissue box would be readily available for her to take tissues out of.
And so we originally knew that we wanted to use wood in our project because Pat shared with us that one of her favorite things to do as a child was climb trees. And so on the box we used Mod Podge to put different pictures of things that were important to her. So we put a picture of a tree, again because she liked to climb trees. We did a bike because she used to bike, and she used to live on Seneca Lake, so we put Seneca Lake along with a canoe because her husband used to build them and they used to go out canoeing. And then we did a photo of fishing because they used to go fishing together. And then we did a few other things that she liked, including her church. We put her church right on the top so that was like the first thing she saw when she opened it, because her church was very important to her throughout her entire life.
So the next question we're going to answer is, were you able to get a good occupational history from your resident? So we were actually able to get a really good occupational history from our resident. Every question that we asked, she provided a lot of answers to, and it made it really easy for us to get a good picture of what she loved, what her occupations are now, her hobbies, any like deficits that she has, anything like that. And Christy Thomas was our social work person, and it really helped us in the fact that she had a lot of other questions, because we were able to build off those questions and get not only the occupational history, but a lot of like advice and just different unique questions and answers that we could have gotten from her.
Yeah, like Jessica said, it was really easy to just ask Pat a question, and she was pretty much there cognitively, so we knew that the things that she was telling us were true and like the time periods were all right, and that just made it easier to get like an overall view of her entire life. And then the social work questions just added upon that, because like Jess said again, it wasn't just the occupational history, it was like the advice and the things that were important to her, and like things that she like was happy with her life, and whether she would have changed those things. And we got to learn a lot about just like her personality along with her entire life.
Right. And then the last question we're going to answer is, what was the reaction of your resident to the activity? So unfortunately, when we got to Clinton Crest today, our resident was very ill, but we did get to see her for a little bit. She came down, and because she was a little sick, I think that impacted her reaction a little bit, but she really loved it and said that we really targeted a lot of her areas that she loved. Unfortunately, that was all we really got to talk to her about until she had to go back to her room because she was very ill and very weak. But it was a really great opportunity for us, and we really enjoyed the process.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit like upsetting that we didn't get to talk to her more about it, but I'm really glad that we did get to at least show her the shadow box and share it with her. And it definitely, I think it made us feel good because we could tell that it made her feel good, and because she was feeling so down and icky and sick, it was like nice to see a smile on her face, and that we like could do something that made her feel a little bit better today.
Thank you.